right, class is in session. You asked who Louis Farrakhan is? Let's start at the beginning. Born Louis Eugene Walcott in the Bronx, 1933. Raised by his mom, he was a kid surrounded by jazz, church, and the bustle of the city. When the family moved up to Boston, Calypso bands and smoky little clubs. The kid in the floral shirt banging steel pan like he'd been born in Trinidad. One night he's on a school stage delivering Shakespeare. The next he's speeding down a cinder track and snatching gold from one of those gigs took him inside a little Roxbury social club. But when he looked out past the lights, he saw a young sister in a pink dress smiling back at him. Her name was Betsy Ross. After the set, he found her backstage. They shook hands, talked like they'd known each other for years, then strolled the block under the street lamps. Married, young, welcomed their first child in a sunlit apartment, and he never stopped playing. The clubs grew bigger, the notes sharper, and the city started listening. When the smokehouses and dance halls gave way to community centers, he was there, teaching, mentoring, passing the bow to little hands that would carry it forward. In time, the couple launched a scholarship in his name, helping said life's sweetest chapter started on ordinary nights. One of them began outside a Southside club when a man in a burgundy fez shook his hand and pressed a slender pamphlet into his palm. That handshake led him to study rooms and prayer halls, to questions he'd never dared ask and answers that filled the quiet between songs. Under Elijah Muhammad's guidance, his music found a new rhythm, one that hummed with purr. Those pages became songs, prayers with a melody. He shared them in small halls and crowded basements, where the air smelled of coffee and sawdust and hope. Elijah sat in the front row more than once, nodding along, reminding him that purpose sings louder when it serves. When the notes settled, he opened his door to children from the block. Violins and eyes returned to the creator. Louis stepped to the mic, not out of ambition, but obligation. He gathered the faithful, steadied the ship, and reminded them the work was bigger than any one man. Letters, meetings, late-night plans, he shouldered the weight and kept the mission moving. Out on Lenox Avenue, he walked among the people, hat in hand, making sure the doors stayed open and the violins kept playing.